Takes that pain, pass it down like photos on the wall.
Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills. We're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. In his spot on the visiting sideline, that's Lions head coach Dan Campbell. These guys off to the kind of start they needed this season. They're 3-1 thus far. On the other side, head coach of the Bengals there, Zach Taylor. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Joined by my partner Brock here, that is punter Mitch Wisnowski to get this one started. And we're off in Cincinnati. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. But a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception. His effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. Certainly some momentum to build on today.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
He's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
13 yards. First down, Detroit.
He'll throw. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Still sticking with the passing game. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Samaje Perine on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterback. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, big old win last week.
They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Looking in the air here. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43 chase here on 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. He's running for it. The goal is a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Go play action on first down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Dropping back to throw. A quick slant. Here's Gesicki. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 6.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. On 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Dan Campbell getting his Lions offense ready to go for a new series. And they sure looks clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? And that's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their game plan. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen it pay some pretty good dividends for them, too.
And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
From the gun on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. That can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Escapes the defender. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Cincinnati headed back out for its 2nd drive now. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Dumps it off to his running back. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. 2nd and 3 now.
Chase Brown. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. The Lions offense returning to the field. They're on a 3-game winning streak, Brock, and working to stretch that out to 4. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Pass play now. Dump off caught by his back. Shoots away from one. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they picked up 9 on that previous play. QB sneak coming. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That's good. 4 on Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Sending him on the dive. Beats the tackle. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another deep.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44.
They're going play action. Brought in. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
They're going to try and throw it here. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time you checked it down to the backfield, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Out comes the offense for the Bengals. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Airing it out to start this drive. He's running with it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. He's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals push their lead to 3. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down. Working now from the gun. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Takes the second down snap. Dumped off to his running back. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Throw here, 3rd down. Builds up this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the first after a wild game.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And we'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends that fans favor, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Throwing on seconds. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet nice move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Lions returning their offense and this running back to the field. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. No give on the counter. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
18 on the play. 1st down, Lions.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
3rd down from the gun. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Here's a throw. Short pass brought in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Throwing it again here. Catch made over the middle. And he he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. That one's complete over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Detroit Lions, first down.
He takes off with it. So some defensive initiative in that goal-to-go block. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back on second and goal. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
So from outside the red zone now, here's third and goal. Here he goes, third and long. Headed out right. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
That is a wow. Maybe that's a double wow for me. 2 sacks in the previous 3 snaps. I can really criticize quarterbacks, and too often I do, to get rid of the football, but that is about a defensive effort. Knowing what's on the line when you get in the situations in the red zone, Kate, can't do it much better than that.
Bates' kick is up and good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you're giving your opponent that opportunity.
Offensive line, this is second and 4. Throwing from the gun. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
To get home and hit the impact quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing. And that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks. Rotate your personnel. Throw in some wrinkles. And once again, go hit that quarterback.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's third and 12. Third and long for him here. Got a man over the middle. It's Gesicki. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's fourth and maybe a yard. Now the Lions calling a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Mitch Wisnowski on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Dodged the tackle. And he's brought down before the return gets far. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. It's the Lions beginning their drive here. They'll work against the blitz. Cut out left. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Second and manageable. He's throwing. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Throwing now on third and 2. Puts everything he has under this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
tackle before he gets really anything on that return. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They send the tight end in motion left. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down over the 31. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Working on first down. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Cincinnati uses its second timeout.
That's another Bengals.
First and 10, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. This one's caught. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Finds a man right side. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
In the red zone on first. And isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Trying to throw this from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. To the air on third and long. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands. And now it's fourth down. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. McPherson's kick is good. And they've taken back the lead.
It's going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime. Anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up
Back to throw. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
It's a gain of
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. No throw to begin this drive. This is going to fall down the whole way to the turf, incomplete. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime
Our
report.
look at the NFL starts now. In Charlotte, the Panthers at home to take on Miami. All right, Kate, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. It's the first weekend of October, our first week with byes on the schedule. Lots to unpack, so let's get into it. And this is the quarterback of the Dolphins. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Dolphins move to 3-2 as they get back above 500 with the victory. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Houston Texans. And this is the Ravens running back. He covers a lot of ground here. 23 yards, touchdown. The Ravens with an important W. They didn't want to start 1-4, and they won't following their victory here. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Raiders. And this is Jacoby Myers. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Raiders find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. With that, a look at the rest of what went on in Week 5 with Atlanta, Chicago, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh all on the bye. In the game you're watching, it's been tight throughout, a field goal separating these two sides through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Kick this one away. On the return, this is Piron. This makes it up to the 25. Dan Campbell getting his Lions offense ready to go for a new series. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
He's under just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up second down.
A gain of 2.
They'll go play action. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it after his second interception of the season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's the handoff. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, they're on it, and he's dropped again. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
And this is what the modern safety is all about in today's game. More and more, we see guys with an interception and a sack in the same game who can line up seemingly in 10 different positions on the field. Almost a positionless defender, yet their impact can be so great.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they get to him again! A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. There's Brown to start the drive. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw here. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He had a nice little gain on the ground.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Into the hands of Gesicki. Complete. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
Gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Here we go with Brown. And I think they got him just in time. Yep, they held him short of the marker to narrowly force his turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Rolling back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
43-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Catch made over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Here's the long back on the handoff. Escapes a defender. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another carry for him. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Throw here, third down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a third-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
13.
Fox now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. He's brought down just inside the 25. And now here comes the Bengals on offense. And after they were stopped on fourth down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
They're throwing it. That's Gesicki. He's got it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
complete to Mike Gesicki.
Air it out on third. That one's complete over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. To the air now on 1st and 10. Brought in right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
They are throwing it again. Puts it in close. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the end route. And hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. He's going to throw it again. It is caught left side. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And they stop him right at the line of scrimmage as Tom runs out in the quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Still sticking with the passing game. Has it down close. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a fourth-quarter lead. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Is to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals push their lead to 3. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff.
Mitch Wishnowski set to kick off.
Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Lions are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Now throw to start the drive. Hits his running back. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, they'll run. Took over some honest game here, Brock. About 3 yards. Second down coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Again, throw out of the gun. Finds a man right side. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that gives the Lions the first. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run here on first down. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Lions.
Plowing up the middle. Down to the 10. And that'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Detroit Lions. First down. First and goal, Detroit.
They give it to him again. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. So from the 3, here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They give it to him up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Lions take a fourth quarter lead. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions take a 4-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. It almost feels now like a must-score drive.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Pass play coming here. Deep on, the ball is out. But I think someone on the Bengals got back on top of that one. And yes, they did. Bengals football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Hits him on the out route. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Brown. Fights his way through a tackle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs for him from the 46.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off road here on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Close to the ground.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. To the line and 6. Here we go, first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Jump off, caught by his back. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Trying to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. And the Lions take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Lions back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Back now, pressure coming. Throwing the out route complete. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Lions first down.
Now looking to throw. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. They did it! He made the interception! DJ Turner comes up with it. And the Bengals have some new life in the 4th.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brown on the inside give. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now it's Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Gain of 6. That's good for a Bengals first down. 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now. Finds him on the crossing route. Looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Going with Brown on the ground. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 4th-quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Cut out left. Shoots away from one. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
He's going to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. Tighten focus defensively does lead to moments like that one, where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Rolling back, it's the handoff. Up to the races, middle of the field. There it is, touchdown Detroit. The Lions jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
27.
Fox now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bengals headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Here he is to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
We'll look to throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
To throw. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. The back's got it. And he will score and give the lead in the final minute. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is back to the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. The Lions and this running back headed back out for a new series. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. 1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw now. He's out complete. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Detroit.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He'll dump this one off to his running back. Complete. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Setting up the screen. They get there to take him down right around the 41. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41.
And he's going to spike it here. 13 seconds left. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Oh, this is going to be close, and it's no good. He hooked it too far left. And that miss extinguishes the last chance they had in this game.
The obvious disclaimer right here, Kate. Let's make sure the kicker doesn't, well, take the whole blame for this loss. Because, yes, it was a game-tying kick, but this team's performance and missed opportunities throughout, there were a lot of guys going to watch this tape and say to that kicker, I could have done more.
So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.